looks like. I have green screen behind me right now. Vivi, check. Welcome to the most beautiful camping spot in the world. We're headed to Tin Hat Mountain Trail. Tonight we are staying at a wreck site in Powell River because we really want to get the best camping spot, like the tent platform that gets the best view. So we decided to come to Powell River tonight so that we could go there early in the morning and snag that spot and just kind of spend the day up there. Look at this beautiful view. Look at it.
I thought you pointed the camera at me.
And this beautiful view too. Found our campsite for the night. Look how beautiful it is. We have had the best luck with our camp spot today. Found this gorgeous spot on the lake. We were a little worried that it would be full because sometimes wreck sites are super popular and surprisingly really full with people in their campers. But it's open, so we're ready to settle in for the night and get up nice and early to start our hike tomorrow. Before we head out tomorrow, I'm just making sure that our bags are packed, double checking we have all the essentials. So sleeping bags, dishes, stove, fuel all packed, bear spray, packing, little first aid kit. Got my Bivy satellite phone communicator, very important because we're not going to be in service, and so this will help us if we need to contact emergency services. I'll share more on that later. I'm going to clip it here so that in case of emergency, it's right on me. I don't have to dig in my bag. Got a headlamp, some bug spray, and then clothes and food I'll pack in the morning. Ready to go. Fire. Time for hot dogs. I do this a lot. I feel like every one of my vlogs has me putting a thumbs up in front of the screen. Well, we got to this campsite at about 10 to 6, I think it was. And now it's just about 7. We've already had a fire, made dinner, we had hot dogs, already got stuff everywhere. Just organizing for tomorrow. And honestly, I feel ready for bed, but it doesn't get dark until like 9:30 right now. So I think we're just gonna have to chill and kill time. Good morning. This is the most beautiful sunrise ever. Look at this. We're ready to go. Hopefully the whole day is as beautiful as this. Gonna drive to the trailhead, have breakfast, and get going. This is the worst of the washouts on the logging road if you choose to go the logging road all the way up instead of taking the trail. Luke's gonna go through it. Pretty bumpy road. Just your casual everyday parking lot view. We got to the trailhead at Tin Hat Mountain. You have the option of parking at the very bottom and hiking all the way up, or you can drive up a very gnarly logging road. Some of the reviews said you didn't need 4x4. I would say definitely want at least a very high clearance vehicle. But this is our parking lot view. So now instead of like an 18-kilometer hike, we only have probably a 3 or 4 kilometer hike. It's very steep, apparently. We'll update you on the steepness later, but we're thrilled to not have to carry our bags for 18 kilometers today. Bags are packed, getting boots on. It is so hot, so quick when the sun comes up. And I'm gonna pack my camp shoes and we're ready to go. That's where we're going, right there. Because we're going up so early to snag the pretty camping spot, we're gonna have so much time to kill. So we brought like card games. I brought a bracelet that I'm making. Hair spray, check. Bivy, check. Camera, check. Tent, good. Check. Camp shoes, check. Water, check. Sleeping bags, check. Got it. Sunglasses, hat. It's in there. See it. Food, dishes, stove, everything. We're good. Literally 2 seconds into the hike and my water bladder leaked all over my back. So note to self in the future, don't budget water bladders. Get the real deal. Get the good quality ones.
Not from Mountain Warehouse, apparently.
This one was cheap.
It's a piece of junk.
Yeah, it's leaked on me before. We're just not going to bring it. Hopefully we'll have enough water. There's no ease into this trail. Straight up. Wow, it does not look like it's straight up on the screen. Looks nice and flat. Got my bivvy strapped to the outside of me. in case of emergency. I like that it has all the buttons really accessible. It's got one on the outside here so you can send a message and your location to a contact of your choice. It's got an SOS button on the bottom, the red one there. I have to tell you guys a story of a time when we did not have a satellite communicator and we really wished we did. When we get to the top and I have a little more breath in my lungs, we'll tell you that story. Everyone just shares the top. You never get to see what the actual trail looks like. This is what it looks like. Views opening up. We scored the tent pad we wanted, and if you look way down there, you can see our car. Not a super long hike, but definitely steep. Here's the hut. Let's go on a little tour. Where's Luke? I just see your legs. Oh, cool. Get a little view.
They've even got instructions on how to start the pellet stove and stuff. Like, obviously, you won't use them now.
Some brooms. Let's go look upstairs.
There's no straps.
Whoa, you could fit so many people up here.
Yeah.
Like if a bunch of people were coming. Okay, it actually looks like I have a green screen behind me right now, but let me introduce you to my new bivy stick. This is a bivy stick and it is a satellite communicator. This means that even when I have no service and I'm out in the backcountry, I can use this to contact emergency services, send my location to friends, even send messages to friends. The bivy stick can share and track your location no matter where you are. You can send exact GPS coordinates to your friends or family to either let them know you're okay or let them know that you need help. There's an SOS button on the bottom here that you can press if you need emergency services. This check button on the side here is a check-in. You can set that up on the app to go to a certain contact or multiple contacts to just let them know, hey, I'm on my hike, I made it, I'm okay. I have it set up to go to Luke, but obviously Luke and I are on this hike together, and so right now I'll have it set up to maybe go to my parents at home to let them know, hey, we're okay. You can even get a detailed weather report through the Bivy app. This way you can know what to expect overnight, you know what's coming, you know if it's gonna rain, if it's gonna be cloudy, if it's gonna snow on you, you won't be caught off guard. A couple of cool things about the Bivy stick are that it has up to 120 hours of battery life and it's water resistant. The other day I was on my hike and I was testing this out, and when I got to the top of the mountain, I pressed this button, this check button, a couple of times because I didn't really know if it worked, and Luke got so many messages from Bivy, but they just say, what did I set it up to say?
It says, I am safe on my hike, this is just a check-in, and then it sends the GPS coordinates as well.
So when I'm hiking out by myself, I can send him that message and let him know that I'm safe. I haven't been attacked by a bear. So because I sent Luke this check-in signal the other day, it sends him this text. And if I click on this link here, it shows all of the messages that I've sent him previously, which is a ton of check-ins because I was just making sure that it worked. If I click on those, it takes you to the exact GPS coordinates from where I sent that message, so he knows exactly where to find me if he needed to. Lastly, I want to mention that it's really important to keep your satellite communication device on the outside of your bag. So for example, I clip mine right here. If you're in an emergency, you don't want to have to take your bag off and dig through it. I want to have this button right here so that I can press it. I can't get over this view. I'm so excited to see it at sunset. And this is the peak. Luke's doing elk calls. Look at the view from up here. Goose, yeah. Welcome to the most beautiful camping spot in the world. We're just waiting for golden hour now. It's really bright. We got a little bit of content to film. We've been here all day long and it's actually been so warm until now. The breeze picked up and so I changed, but it's been so warm that we were sunburning, and so we had to go and pretty much hide in the hut for a large portion of the day. Now we're excited that the sun's going down and I'm really excited for sunset.
And I have all my skin covered.
Yeah. Even though it's still kind of warm, but it's windy. Gotta protect that skin. But yeah, basically the plan is film some with sunset tonight, wake up for sunrise, have breakfast, hike down, catch the ferry home, and then spend the day at the lake. Good morning. We're whispering because there's people sleeping still. I'm gonna try to give you a full view. Sun's rising. I'm gonna go and get our food this morning. At Tin Hat, they have not only the hut, they also have 2 composting toilets, and they have 2 bear caches. So let me show you where they are. So you walk up past the hut, and here are our bear caches. Over here too is rainwater. Time to leave. Ready for the hike, Dan?
Ready.
I'm really excited for some food that's not freeze-dried. It's been one night and I'm like, oh, just really miss that good
McDonald's.
quality. Yes. So I never got around to telling the story, but once when Luke and I were on a backpacking trip, it was one of our first backpacking trips, kind of more hardcore mountain. We made it to the top. It wasn't the best weather. It pretty much rained the whole time. We didn't actually really get a view, so we were already kind of bummed. So we left early our second morning, but it was raining. And so the trail was super steep, covered in roots. I have a picture because we went back, so I can even show the spot. But Luke slipped on some roots, and his ankle went in between them, and his body went the other way. And he broke it. Well, he fractured it. Obviously, we didn't know at the time, but like, he was in a lot of pain. And it would have been really nice to have an emergency device, but we did not. And so he had to hike out of that mountain. Luckily, it wasn't like too bad. It was just a fracture.
I used my hiking poles
As
as crutches. Very effective for 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. What would have been probably a 45 minute hike was 2 hours because you're in so much pain and because you had to go slow. So I'm just grateful that we made it out okay. And I'm grateful that now we have something like the bivy stick so that if something like that were ever to happen again, we can contact emergency.
We can get a nice helicopter ride.
Or we can at least contact someone we know, at the very least. Like, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You can be fully prepared. He's the most sturdy person I know. You have the best balance of anyone I've ever met, and you broke your ankle almost. Back to the most beautiful parking lot view you could imagine. Thank you guys so much for watching hike number 32 to Tin Hat Mountain. I'm gonna link the bivy stick in the description so that you guys can check it out if you want. Stay tuned for lots more backpacking trips this summer and lots more tips. And we'll see you next time for hike number 33.